Next News, breaking news.
Tonight, while TSA agents wonder how they're going to pay their mortgage, while airport security officers stretch their last paycheck to feed their families, members of Congress are still cashing their checks and living large. We're talking about politicians making $174,000 a year with a median net worth of over $1 million, telling frontline workers earning 46 grand they should bear the burden of this Democrat-caused shutdown. And get this, a Democrat just admitted on camera that cutting congressional pay would be, quote, unfair. Unfair to who exactly? The millionaire politicians or the working Americans that they're supposed to serve? I'm going to tell you exactly what's happening right now and why it should make your blood boil. The Democrats are holding the Department of Homeland Security hostage. They've admitted it on camera. They're demanding concessions on ICE enforcement while TSA workers, the people keeping your family safe when you fly, they're stuck in limbo. Now think about what this means for you. You going to fly this weekend? Those security agents patting you down and scanning your bags, they don't know when their next paycheck's coming. And that's the reality that's created by Democrat obstruction. Meanwhile, the same politicians who caused the crisis are sleeping just fine in their Georgetown houses, their congressional salaries untouched, their million-dollar portfolios growing by the day. This is the two-tiered America the establishment has created. The political class, they play games with funding while the working class pays the price. Your communities are less safe because Democrats care more about protecting illegal alien criminals than funding the men and women who protect our airports and our borders. And speaking of government failures and people getting left behind during crises, this reminds us why we can't rely on Washington to take care of us when things go sideways. If your own government can't even take care of TSA workers making $46,000 while Congress pulls in $174,000 a year, what makes you think they'll help you during a real emergency? That's why you need to check out our friends at My Patriot Supply through preparewithgary.com. They're America's #1 preparedness company with over 3 million satisfied customers who understand you can only count on yourself. And right now at preparewithgary.com, their best-selling 4-week emergency food supply comes with an additional week of food for free. You're getting at least 2,000 calories a day, real meals made with real ingredients. No artificial flavors or colors, and shelf life measured in decades. Don't wait for politicians to save you. Go to preparewithgary.com to get your free week of emergency food today, because when push comes to shove, the only person looking out for you is you. Certainly not those folks in Washington. Now here's where it gets even more outrageous, folks. Democrat Representative Glenn Ivey went on camera, actually admitted that his party is the one holding DHS funding hostage. He said the quiet part out loud. Democrats are demanding restrictions on ICE agents as their ransom. They want to handicap the very officers removing dangerous criminals from your neighborhoods. And while they play these games, the White House press secretary just confirmed airports won't return to normal until Democrats do the right thing. The Trump administration is doing everything possible to mitigate this crisis, but Congress needs to act. Christian Collins posts this: a member of Congress makes $174,000 a year. The median net worth of members of Congress is over $1 million. The average TSA officer, $46,000. Meanwhile, Democrat Representative Smith says that taking away Congress' salary during a shutdown would be unfair.
Support the idea that members of Congress are the ones that should not get paid if there's a government shutdown in the future?
Look, we are trying to resolve differences that people have. This notion that somehow Congress is separate from the American people and we're holding it up because we just don't know. Look, there's a lot of passion on this issue. You will agree with this. I saw the interview that you did just before this. People who want more enforcement. I got people in my district who are upset about what ICE agents are doing, and they want protection from that. We're not fighting over who gets the TV remote.
But no, I'm just saying that if there's going to be another, like, why should it be the TSA agents and the government workers that are making $45,000 a year? They go a month without a paycheck. That it matters to them.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, they should get paid. But also it's kind of written into the Constitution that you can't use the pay of representatives as a leverage point on how to get policy done.
The thing that keep coming.
Yeah, well, maybe we should change that. What do you think? Well, Congress pockets the hefty sums. Democrats claim fairness for themselves. Yet Representative Ivey reveals who's really holding DHS funding hostage with new demands. Representative Glenn Ivey smears ICE agents who are already funded and admits Democrats are the ones holding DHS hostage. Listen.
The things Democrats are holding out for on this front are pretty standard fare. I mean, you know, police departments across the country, they don't wear ICE. They identify themselves. They don't have racial profiling. They get search warrants before they go into people's houses. All of those kinds of things, many of which are required by the Constitution. That's what we're pushing for. So I don't think it's too much for us to ask that the administration follow the Constitution and provide these basic protections.
His excuses don't pay the TSA's bills, though. With air travel chaos looming, the press secretary declares just moments ago at the White House, only Democrats can end the DHS shutdown to restore the order. Listen to her.
Nothing will be truly normal again until Democrats do the right thing to fund this agency fully. Again, the president has stepped in the meantime to do what's right to end this crisis that we've had at air travel and at airports across the country in the meantime. But again, Congress needs to come back. Democrats need to fund the Department of Homeland Security so we can formally and fully get these great employees paid long into the future.
Get them paid. The White House doubling down on policy commitment. Even a leadership shuffle can't sway the push to protect Americans by prioritizing the worst offenders. Here's more from the press secretary earlier today.
Thank you. There are some concerns the administration is starting to change its position on deportations, border enforcement, possibly asylum policies. What would you say to Americans that are somewhat concerned that the shift has happened?
Sure. Well, while there has, of course, been a change in leadership at the Department of Homeland Security with former Senator, now Secretary Mullen, joining the president's cabinet, I can assure the American people there has not been a change in policy. It has always been the policy of this president and this administration to deport the worst of the worst illegal alien criminals from our communities. That's something I know Secretary Mullen remains wholeheartedly committed to doing. And it's something that is overwhelmingly popular with the American people. And it's something that is necessary to protect our homeland and to prevent deaths of Americans in our country.
So here's what the mainstream media is not going to tell you. This is not about policy differences. It's about priorities. Democrats have made their choice crystal clear. They will sacrifice the paychecks of working Americans to protect illegal alien criminals from deportation. That's the trade that they're making. $46,000 a year TSA agents versus shielding criminal illegal aliens from ICE. And when confronted with the simple question of whether they should share in the sacrifice, whether Congress should lose their pay too, the Democrat response is that it would be unfair. The mask is off, America. The political class protects itself while demanding sacrifice from everyone else. But President Trump's team, they're holding the line. Secretary Mullen committed to removing the worst criminals, but Democrats would rather shut down Homeland Security than let that happen. Now, this is the fight of our time. It's really not complicated. It's really not nuanced. It's simple. Democrats are choosing illegal aliens over American workers. They're protecting their paychecks while frontline security officers go without it. They admitted on camera. They're holding the funding hostage. The Trump administration is doing everything in its power to keep America safe and get these workers paid, but they need backup. And that's where you come in. So share this video with everybody that you know and let them see what Democrats just admitted. And drop a comment. Do you think Congress should lose their pay during a shutdown that they caused? Yes or no? And since you made it this far in the video, congratulations. Not everybody does. But since you did, I know you care. And that's why I set this up just for you. If you haven't done so yet, we've got well over 1,000 people who have now joined this exclusive access list. Text raw feed to 844-840-4963. Don't wait for the algorithm to never show you something. Don't wait for a notification that never arrives. I won't let you down. So join this list. I'll send you a message. I'm not going to spam you. You're going to get the information that you want. You can always unsubscribe too. But if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, you can do that too. You can still hit the bell, the notification bell. Maybe it will work. But we always work. And I never want you to miss the stories the mainstream media buries. So text raw feed 844-840-4963 and then check out our next news merch shop. Have you done that? Find something you like and wear your support for the truth proudly. I'm Gary Franchi. As always, stay informed and stay free.
The system controls information. Information control is power. I want you to see this. Truth only survives together. They don't want this shared. Share this now.